Hello Martin Sim Racing fans, and it is time for the World Series again. This will be the start of Season 2. Coming up this weekend is the first race here at Trail Mountain, as you can see on the screen. What a beautiful track it is. It's a make-believe track, but they did a really good job on this one. It just looks so detailed. The vegetation, the fans on the side of the road, the asphalt, everything just looks so good. It's one of the best looking tracks in any sim racing game I've ever played. It's just great, and I love racing at it. Guys, this video is all about you helping me figure out what Ford I'm going to drive this weekend. And it's a Group 3 race. We'll be using Group 3 cars. We can use medium tires and hard tires. I believe the hard tires are required. So I have two choices. I can use the Mustang Group 3 car, or I can use the Ford LM Spec 2 GT race car. I'd call it the Ferrari killer. It's like a make-believe car, but it's based on the Ford GT. So it's a mid-engine car where the engine's right behind your head, right behind the cockpit, and so it's balanced a lot different than the Mustang, which is a front-engine, rear-wheel drive car. Now, I put up 2 times. My time with the Mustang was better, but that doesn't mean with work that there isn't more potential with the other car. I just don't know. I don't have the experience like you guys do. I'm looking for those A-plus drivers, A drivers, guys that know what they're doing, to make comments, tear me apart, whatever you want to do in the comments below. Please tell me which car you think is better for me this weekend. Now, I may not take your suggestion. I'll have to go and make my own decision, but I do want your input. So I want you to watch my lap times with both cars, and you just kind of get a feel for what you think I should do, what you see I'm doing wrong. Maybe you see a lot of time to be gained with the Ford GT race car, and you steer me in that direction. I will go ahead and tell you the Mustang put up a better time, but you know, it's a little easier to drive. With practice, there may be more potential for the other car, for the Ford GT. The Ferrari killer is what I call it, based on the movie Ford versus Ferrari. If you haven't ever seen that movie, you definitely need to watch it if you like racing. And it's a really good movie. I really like it. But that's beside the point. I want you to watch both videos. Now, I have a video showing the bumper cam, which is what I drive in. Then I have a video showing the cockpit view, and that's just for fun, just to show you how awesome this game looks, especially in the replays, you know, where the graphics are a little better. So just watch it and see what you think, and let me know. Now, I probably won't give any commentary on the laps during the cockpit views, but you can still watch them, and I may make some comments. But just give it a look and see what you think. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do that if you're watching my videos and you haven't subscribed. I really appreciate that. It really motivates me to keep making videos, lets you get notified when I put up a new video. I'd like to have a lot of fun on this channel. This channel so far is all about me trying to make it from, you know, E and D all the way up to A+. And right now I'm at a B, so I'll be racing the GT2 races for this World Series. The last time I was in GT3, and I did pretty good. I won a race. But, you know, I know it's going to be a lot tougher this time around. I do think I'm faster, though, and I'm going to practice this track over and over again. I already have it down pat pretty good, but there's a lot of time left on the table. I think I was 152.5 something is my best lap. I'd like to qualify with like a 150, 151. I think the A-plus guys are around 147-ish. So, you know, 3 seconds or so would probably give me a good time as a B driver. So here we go. I want you guys to look at it and see what you think. So here we are in the Ford GT race car, LM Spec 2, whatever it's called. But anyway, Ferrari killer, like I said. This car, you know, it seems to be, I guess some people think maybe a little unstable, but for me, it was more stable than the Mustang in some ways. And I can tell that, and this makes sense with the way it's set up with the weight distribution, that it accelerates faster out of the curves. But it being a little more unstable, maybe I'm a little too careful with it, because I couldn't get it to be as fast a lap time as the Mustang. But I think that my gut tells me that there is some potential for it to be faster, since it accelerates so fast. If I could work on the way I'm turning, maybe get more used to the car, because you don't drive a lot of these mid-engine cars in the game. People just don't drive them that much, I don't think. So I think the potential for it to be faster is there. I mean, when you get on this long straight here, when you get toward the end, and the Mustang, my top speed doesn't get, I don't think, this is getting over 170 mile an hour before you hit the brakes. I don't think we ever reach 170 in the Mustang, but like I said, we do have a faster time overall, and that's all that really matters. But just knowing that and seeing the potential there, I just can't let go of it. I can't let go of it and say, oh, there's no chance. Now, In season 1, I drove this car in Daytona. You can see I bumped the wall a little bit there, so there's potential for my time to be better just for not doing that, for having all that where I don't do that. The other idea is too, like, even if I could drive this car faster on any one given lap, can I do it consistently? So I gotta figure out, which car, not only can I do a faster qualifying time, but which car can I drive more consistently fast. So, because when the actual race starts, that's going to be the big thing. And you can see we come here across the line. I think it's a 152. No, it was a 153.8. Because that was my fastest time. And then we're going to do it in cockpit view, just for the fun of it, because it looks so good. And it's with the I have the ray tracing turned on in the replays. I mean, you can see the shadows and everything. I mean, just the textures, and hopefully when it comes up on YouTube, it probably doesn't look as good as it does look at it on my screen, but I'll do the best I can with the upload, make it the best I can make it. But anyway, it's just this track, the graphics look better on than most all the other tracks in the game, I feel like. But also just the interior of these cars. I mean, it's just amazing. When I was a kid, I used to think one day they'll make it look like real life. Well, they're not quite there yet, but there's so much getting there. And if they make this game operate the full game, online and everything, in PSVR 2, which, I mean, I got my fingers crossed. I'm really hoping for that. I'm going to buy the PSVR 2 as soon as it comes out, if that is announced that they do that. Because that'll just be like a dream come true, to be actually sitting in the car while you're racing. But this gives you an idea of what that would be like. I don't race in this view. I'm not as fast with the cockpit view. I don't think anybody really does, but it's fun to go back and look at it. And it's fun sometimes just to drive for the fun of it in this view. But the way this car sounds too is just awesome. The engine, the way it growls. I mean, it's just a fun car to drive, period. But I want to win, and I want to get the most points I can. So I don't know. But this is where I need your help. I mean, I know there's a lot of things I'm not doing right with this car. Probably a much better way to drive it. And if you guys can give me those tips, maybe my time goes to like 149 on this one, and I can't even touch it with a Mustang. Maybe just with some more work. I have one more day, Friday night, to spend some time racing, practicing and getting it down. So I kind of need to make my decision during the day, Friday, if you can watch this and give me the comments. And then Friday night I need to practice, and maybe some Saturday, because Saturday night's when I'm going to make my attempts at the World Series round 1 on season 2. Now here we are in the Mustang, where my fastest lap, I believe we're going to get down to like a 152.5, so it's quite a bit faster. But my lines are better because I did this one after that one, after the Ford GT, so I'd already gotten better at taking better lines. So do pay attention to the times being better, because it was easier for me to put up a faster time, and the time was faster. So my gut, I'm kind of leaning towards the Mustang, but I'm not ready to jump into it yet for sure. And on different tracks, it may be different too. So maybe there'll be some races where we do race the Ford GT. I raced it at Daytona, and I think I come in second. I can't remember exactly in season 1, but the Mustang is very reliable. It's a very good car. I mean, it's a good car compared to the other brands out there too. I think that a lot of people aren't racing it, but I think it's much better than people are maybe thinking it is in this game. So I think the potential to get my time down to in the 151s is 100% for sure there. But you're only going to have 10 minutes to qualify, which I like. I think that's going to be an advantage, just given my situation with time and stuff. People aren't going to be able to sit there and just spam all day, every day to get a time and then go race like they do on the daily races. They're just going to have 10 minutes to put up a time. So a lot of times in season 1, I would start top 4. I think 6 was the worst I started, but I was in the C. I was a C driver, so I wasn't racing against these B guys, and I'm in the bottom of B, so there's no telling where it's going to end up. But I'd love to get in the top 5 consistently throughout this World Series. If I can get in the top 4 or 3, I think I have a chance to win a race, and I want to start off good winning. You can see we're in the cockpit view now of the Mustang. It just looks just as good. The Mustang doesn't sound quite as good as the Ford GT race car, but it's still awesome. Ford makes great cars. I had a 2006 Mustang GT manual transmission, stick shift that I owned back in the day with I believe it had Carroll Shelby exhaust, Carroll Shelby wheels, had red window louvers. It was red, and that car was so much. It was so fun to drive. Be going down the road and go to pass somebody and drop it in third gear and just throw you in the back of your seat. It was like 300 horsepower, and there's a lot stronger than that now. But Mustang is an affordable car that gets you into sports cars. So that's why I think Mustangs are great. Camaros are good too. I'm a Mustang guy though, so it's fitting to be driving this in the World Series. But that Ford GT, I mean, in real life, that car it can hang in there with anything. So I can't get that out of my mind. But this is a game. Everything's not modeled perfectly. Some cars have advantages that they wouldn't have in real life and such, just because of the way the game's set up. And that's where I need people who know a lot more about it than I do to help steer me in the right direction. Should somebody may come out and say, hey, the Ford GT is 100% faster. You just need to do this, this, and this, and practice and keep practicing, and it'll be the faster car for you. Or somebody might say, no, there's no way you'll ever beat your times. Go with the Mustang. You're going to be more consistent with it. Just do the Mustang. And that's what I'm looking for, just some input to nudge me in the right direction. But this is a video for you guys to watch and criticize and give comments and help for me on. We're in the bottom of the B's. Hopefully make up a lot of DR on these World Series events. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you are enjoying the channel. Please comment. If you like the videos, please hit the thumbs up button. If you've watched many of my videos and you're enjoying the videos but you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Because I enjoy making them and enjoy sharing my progress with people. Guys, that's a wrap for me. Peace out. Please give me some comments and I'll let you know how it goes in the World Series. Have a good one.